Welcome to this video about using coconut oil on your eyebrows and eyelashes. This is an important video because it directly states something that is implied in this entire course, but not always directly stated. So let's look at this perfection here. This is a woman whose eyes are fulfilling the whole idea of perfection as we define it. She's got these very thick eyelashes that are curled beautifully above and below her eye. Her eyebrows look just astonishing, so perfectly made and such a graceful shape. Very small dusting of eyeshadow and her eyes are sparkling. Now, obviously, we would all like to be as close to this as possible. The question is how? How? And there are people who have some answers for us. And I'm really curious to know what you think about some of these answers. So let's begin by answering a very important question, which is, do you have hypotrichosis? Hypo what? You may be sitting there thinking, what in the world is hypotrichosis? Well, my definition of it is that it's a marketing gimmick. Hypotrichosis is defined as too few eyelashes. Well, what does that mean? Too few according to whom? And too few is compared to what? It's just so vague, it's sort of meaningless, but I personally think it's a way to make us feel like we have to do something about our eyelashes and our eyebrows. So let's introduce you to one of the answers I was talking about. Latisse. And I deliberately chose this picture of this crazy-looking mad scientist because I think it fits the bill so perfectly for this. Latisse is, at this time, the only FDA-approved drug for hypotrichosis. In other words, it's an approved drug for thicker eyelashes. It's manufactured by Allergan, the folks who bring us Botox. And it's a spin-off of the glaucoma drug Lumigan. People noticed that those people using Lumigan for their glaucoma were developing thicker eyelashes. So they thought, here's an opportunity to sell something to people who want thicker eyelashes. The idea is you take the Latisse, and you apply it right along your eyelid where your eyelashes are. And that's how it's used. An important question, though, does Latisse have any side effects? I mean, how valuable are thick eyelashes to you compared to some of the problems that you might have? Well, here's one. Latisse may cause increased brown pigmentation of the colored part of the eye, which is likely to be permanent. That means if you have blue or green or hazel eyes, over time they're going to become brown. And if you have brown eyes already, they're going to get darker and darker and darker depending on how long you use this stuff. And the manufacturer says it is likely to be permanent, which to me says it is going to be permanent. Your eyelid skin darkening may occur and may be reversible or not. So if you're putting this drug along the bottom of your eyelids so that it will influence your eyelashes, it's going to darken that area of your eyelid. Hair may grow on skin that is repeatedly touched by Latisse. This isn't the same as eyelashes. This is hair. So you're going to have hairy eyelids. Boy, that sounds great. Common side effects are itchy, red eyes. Oh, look at me. I have beautiful, thick eyelashes. My eyes are all red. Oh, yeah, that's very beautiful. If you have glaucoma, Latisse may interfere with your glaucoma drops. Well, I have beautiful, thick eyelashes, but I can't see. It makes eye inflammation worse. And it's risky for folks with macular edema. And I had to look that up. What that means is It's a swelling or thickening of the eye's macula, the part of your eye that is responsible for detailed central vision. Wow. I wonder how many of us have macular edema and don't even know it. Eye irritation and dryness are common symptoms. Latisse contains benzalkonium chloride, which may be absorbed by and cause discoloration of contacts. So if you're using Latisse, it may discolor your contacts, and or it may get into those contacts, so when you put them in, you're getting Latisse in your eye, not just on your eyelid. Latisse must be used for about 4 months before you're going to see any results. Now, if you think I'm exaggerating, check your handouts. You'll find a PDF directly from the manufacturer, and I'm getting this information directly from them. Here's a quote right out of this handout. The reactions include eye swelling, so your eyes are going to be red and swelling. Great. Eyelid edema. Edema means you're retaining water, allergy, etc. Look at this one. Loss of a few lashes to loss of sections of eyelashes and temporary eyelash breakage. We're using this stuff to grow our eyelashes, and it's causing us to lose our eyelashes. It's like watching some of those drug commercials on TV, take this drug for headaches, and they list the side effects and says, headaches? What? Huh? And the last one I put in red because it's the worst, vision blurred. Now, how much is this going to cost you? Well, here's some of the prices I found online for Latisse. It ain't cheap, folks. It just isn't at all. Look at those prices. Remember, you have to take it for 4 months. Here's the really amazing thing about Latisse. When you quit using it, your eyelashes go back to the way they were. In other words, if you don't keep using it, it doesn't do you any good. And that's, of course, assuming all your eyelashes haven't broken off from using this stuff. So here's the question I have for you. Are you willing to endanger your eyesight for thicker eyelashes? I'm not endangering my eyesight voluntarily for any reason whatsoever. But it sounds like there are a lot of possibly dangerous side effects to Latisse. So how much is beauty worth to you? Only you can answer that question. So, Sydney, why are you going on and on about this drug, which has nothing to do with coconut oil, but it does have to do with coconut oil? And the reason I say that is because natural is safer. It is true that all of the reports about coconut oil causing eyelashes and eyebrows to get thicker and stronger is anecdotal, meaning various people are saying that. And there haven't been any huge expensive studies on it because, as I've already discussed, nobody can patent it. But what is safer is for you to try using coconut oil on your eyelashes or eyebrows. It won't hurt you. We've already discussed the different kinds of coconut oil, but even the most refined coconut oil is nothing compared to these drugs. So give it a try, see if it works for you. Since you have to use Latisse for 4 months approximately to see any changes, you will certainly know after 4 months of using coconut oil whether it's any help to you whatsoever. So think about being safe and the cost of some of these beauty treatments because they can be really, really substantial.